What is the research revealing in regards to physical punishment of children?
Well, I've reviewed a great deal of research, and overwhelmingly, there's been a lot of conclusions that led to the fact that physical punishment can actually have adverse effects on the children. Now, three very interesting conclusions were reached very consistently through all of the studies. The first was if a child receives physical punishment, and that could be whippings or spankings, the child has a much higher probability of having decreased self-control. Number two, this child that receives this type of punishment also has a much higher probability of having decreased social skills. And number three, this child has a much higher probability of having more behavioral problems that can span into adulthood. It was also noted in the research that parents need to really be cautious, because the research showed that if parents have significant stressors, be it financial, occupational, or even relationship stressors, they can be influenced to make decisions to do physical punishment or not. And it also includes the frequency or the intensity, which can put children at risk for child abuse. That's why it's so important to note. And also note that the American Academy of Pediatrics put out a statement in 2018 recommending against physical punishment of children.
So what can parents do to discipline their kids if they can't spank them?
Well, basically, the research is recommending what's called positive parenting. And this basically is an approach to parenting that's very sensitive to the needs of the individual child, but also maintaining empathy and respect. I mean, it's all about seeing your children as humans that will be young now, but develop into adults, and basically having conversations or dialogue with them, listening to them. For instance, if they do something that's not optimal, ask them, how did you feel when you did what you did? And how do you think it made others feel? And also talk to them about how can you behave differently in the future to get a better outcome. And overwhelmingly, this positive parenting has been noted in research to help children with better self-control, better social skills, and less behavior problems, so they can develop into the strong, confident, successful adults that they deserve.
All right, thank you so much, Dr. Quinn. One last thing, you said you wanted to mention an interpretation on the phrase, spare the rod and spoil the child.
Right. And that's basically, I talked to a lot of faith-based leaders in the community, and they noted that this rod or this staff is used in the Bible to lead, to instruct, just as Moses used his staff to lead his people to freedom, but he taught them better ways they could be better adults and more successful in society. And that's what's being recommended by the pastors that I spoke to in the Jackson community.
All right, good advice there. Thank you so much, Dr. Quinn. We'll be right back after this break.
Thank you.